Helen.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you? Do you want
Pretty
the door
good.
shut?
Yes, please. That would be great. That would be great. Come take a seat.
Thank you.
Come take a seat. Ah, dear. Welcome to my office, as it is. Today is our initial nutrition consultation. Yep. So we're going to go through a whole lot of questions. I know the girls at the front desk will have asked you to prepare a 7-day food diary for me. Brought it with you?
I did. I have.
Oh, ledge.
Right.
Okay.
There
Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's really comprehensive. Excellent. All right, now we're going to come to this. But first of all, we're just going to move through some questions just to establish a few facts about why you're here.
Yep.
And let me know how I can best be of assistance.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Cool. Alrighty, so today is the 5th. I'm Mel. Alrighty, and it's Helen, Louise.
Sure is.
Perfect. Date of birth, 17th of the 6th.
68.
68. Perfect. Alrighty, so 50 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Do you know your membership number at all?
7631.
Perfect. Okay. Alrighty, so do you know what your height is at the moment?
About 170, I think.
Perfect. Alright, so current weight. So you would have done an initial appointment with the girls.
Yep.
Can you remember what your weight was
it
at
was
that one?
80.1.
80.1, okay. Alrighty, you sound a bit concerned about that. Alright, and your waist measurement?
It was 87.
87, okay. Alrighty, so, alright, so blood pressure, the girls had written down as 148 over 83. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. We'll go with that for today. Okay, so working on that calculation, let me just work that out. Okay, so 170 tall, 80.1. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so I've got a BMI of 27.7 there, so we'll come to that later. Okay, alrighty, so what are the main reasons that you've come to see me today?
A couple of things. We need to lose some weight.
Okay, alright, just let me write that down.
Yep.
Alrighty, to lose weight. Okay, yep.
Probably need to look at reducing some of my meat in my diet and introducing some more maybe veggie options.
Okay.
Get some ideas around that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So, so more vegetarian type meals.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of environmental thoughts around
okay.
meat production.
Yeah.
So
well, you know, beef does take an awful lot of water and everything else to grow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I can easily do that,
yeah,
it's something that I'd be interested in doing.
Ah, fantastic.
And probably just to improve my energy, really, because I'm a
bit flat. I'm gonna say, yeah, okay.
Just say improve energy.
Improve energy. Okay. All right. So, what obstacles have you faced when trying to improve your diet so far? Like, have you tried anything yet?
Yeah. Probably finding my work.
Yeah.
Really busy. I find it hard to find time to. Yeah. No,
just
an
time.
Excuse. Just time. Just time.
Time. Okay. Anything else?
Support from a family, probably.
Yeah.
You know, just having to do all of it. Probably need to. Yeah. Delegate, maybe.
Delegate. Oh,
yes,
that sounds. That's a big word in a household.
Yes.
All right.
And
so
just the time. Healthy sometimes feels hard.
Okay. Yeah.
rather than taking the easy option.
Okay.
So,
It sounds like you've really taken time to think about why this is important to you, and interesting to identify those reasons that you feel you need to overcome to move forward to get through this. So let's look at the next part. So what have you actually tried so far in actions to do?
probably really only sort of going to the local fruit store and
Mm-hmm.
buying more fresh fruit and veggies,
Okay.
trying to sort of get
Yeah.
that happening.
Yeah. Well, if it's in the fridge, there's more chance of eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So buying more fresh vegetables. Okay. Perfect. And that's a really great step because, as I said, if it's not there, you can't eat it.
Mm.
Are you finding that they're kind of sitting in the fridge looking at you for a little while and you don't?
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and I don't like cold fruit.
Okay.
So
Yep.
when it's hot,
Yeah.
if it's on the bench, it goes off really quickly too. So lots of tricks.
course. Yes.
Finding that wastage a little bit confronting at times
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, that comes into that environmental kind of concern too, doesn't it? That matches.
yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so what do you expect from our consultation today?
Hoping to sort of get some ideas on how I can lose some weight and get
Yeah.
some energy.
Yeah.
And probably some easy ideas on how to get those vegetarian things happening and
Yeah.
reduce that meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Easy is good.
Easy is very good.
Easy is good. Easy is sustainable.
Yes, that's the hope.
It's just not always easy to establish the habit.
Mm.
It's just going to take a little bit of persistence probably, but we'll come to that.
Yes.
We'll come to that. Okay, so what are the main motivators that you have? What's driving you, Miss Helen?
So I guess the weight loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling like
Tick
I
that
need
one.
to
Yeah, yeah.
reduce
A lot of
that.
women that come in here say that too. So you're not
Yeah.
alone, you know.
Yeah. The lack of energy. I don't
Mhm.
like being not.
Yeah, yeah. So are there situations that you know you would undertake something maybe that you would miss because you just don't feel as energetic
Yeah.
as you need to be?
Yeah. So the husband and kids will go for a push bike ride or whatever, and
Yeah,
I'll sometimes go and sometimes just stay home.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I
Don't feel
feel
like
like it,
Yeah, okay.
but then I
Okay.
feel like I'm missing out. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's finding that it's a decision to have time by yourself
Hmm.
rather than that it's because you feel too lethargic to do it.
yeah, exactly.
Then it puts the control in your court.
Yep.
Perfect.
Very good.
Is there anything else?
I guess just as I'm getting older too, making sure there's nothing I'm gonna, chronic disease type stuff.
Yep, yep.
Trying to sort of
Minimise.
make sure all that stuff's all gonna be
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Talking with my hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking with your hands. Well, it's important. We get to our late 40s and beyond, and it all gets real.
Hmm.
So we have to address it now. If we haven't addressed it yet, it's like, okay, we do it now, we make a big change for the future.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. Alrighty, so let's find some specific goals for you, lovely lady.
Okay.
Alrighty, so let's think about this. In 6 months' time, what would you like?
6 months.
Yeah, I know it feels like ages, but
Does.
6 months.
We like to go skiing.
Yeah.
Snow skiing.
Yeah,
So it'd be nice to be able to go skiing with the family and keep up.
yeah, that'd be
Not be the-
fantastic.
Tail in Charlie all the time.
Yeah, what a great reason to do physical exercise and get fit.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so that's a great idea. So you were just saying that you want to make sure that when you do go skiing with the family that you feel confident about your abilities to be able to do everything that they want to do as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
important. Yep.
Because
Good.
they're probably better skilled than me anyway.
Yeah.
So if I
Yeah.
don't have the fitness to keep up at least
Yeah.
at my
Yeah.
level, I've got
Yeah.
no chance.
Wouldn't that be a nice surprise?
Wouldn't it?
I think that's good.
Smash
I think
it.
that's gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put it into a closer context then. 1 month, what would you like?
Lose some weight.
Yeah, yeah. So, did you have a number in mind? Do you have a pair of jeans in mind? What's your What's your marker for you?
70 is probably more the number that I would aim for rather than 80. 80's
Yeah.
too much.
Okay.
So, 70 seems to be an easy go, so maybe 68 to 70, somewhere there.
Yeah, yeah. So in the initial month then, what's a realistic target for you
In a month.
in a month?
Missed that bit.
Yeah.
4K?
Yeah, that's
Would
pretty
that be-
reasonable. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So the first 4Ks. So to lose that's going to average out at about 1 kilogram a week.
Yeah.
A lot of people find that they might get between half a kilo and 1 kilo a week. They also might have variations. So the first week might be a bigger loss, the second week might be a smaller loss. You know, we're all human, so sometimes our bodies,
Yep.
you know, let the weight go, and sometimes they hang on to it for different reasons. So, but we'll come to that. That's all
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you were saying you're more comfortable coming back to that sort of 68 to 70 kilo mark.
Yeah.
So that's about 10 to 12 kilos from what you are now.
Yeah.
That 4Ks is a perfect stepping stone.
Okay.
I think it's going to be really seeable for
Okay.
you, you know, you feel a little bit of a difference as well. Cool. All right.
Excellent.
All right, so let's formulate things to go with that. Do you follow a specific diet, Helen? No?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have any diagnosed allergies? Nope. Okay, easy peasy. Okay. Alrighty. Are you a sugar fiend?
Not added sugar to things?
No?
No.
Okay. So if something's sweet, it's all good, but
Yep.
you don't add?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Tea. How many cups a day would you have?
Probably 6-ish?
6-ish?
6?
Okay.
6, say 6.
So would that be most of the liquid that you take in over the day?
I would think so.
Yeah. Coffee?
1.
1?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Soft drinks?
No.
No. Interesting. Okay. Water?
1 to 2 maybe
1 to 2
glasses.
glasses. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think that's something we can definitely try to increase for you.
Yeah.
Alcohol?
Quite like my wines.
Wines?
Wines?
Yes. What sort of wine?
Don't mind some bubbles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
is that an everyday then?
Generally.
Generally?
Yeah.
Okay. During the day, at night?
Mainly in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
About a 6 o'clock start normally.
6 o'clock start?
Yeah.
And so how many would you have?
Oh, maybe 3 a day.
Yeah.
3 glasses, not bottles.
Yeah. So did you come to that realisation about how much that was when you were doing your food diary?
It was certainly more than I thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice to surprise yourself sometimes.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think that's great. Okay, so the next part, what type of food do you typically crave? So what do you really like?
Like my chocolate.
Yeah.
Bit of a chocolate girl.
Chocolate girl.
And yeah, fried salty stuff.
Yep.
So like the chips and potato scallops.
Yeah, that kind of salty.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, fantastic. What type of food do you typically avoid then?
I try and avoid bread.
Mhm. Yeah.
as much as possible.
Yeah.
I try not to have too much of that.
Okay.
But otherwise, there's not much that I
Yeah.
sort of worry about too much.
Sure.
There,
Sure. So our digestive review. Do you experience any like burping or like feel gassy or nauseous after
No.
eating?
No,
No?
not really. No.
No? Alrighty. Alright, now we're getting to the nitty gritty.
Okay.
Okay, how often do you go to the loo?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Every second day.
Every second day? Yeah, yeah. So is it difficult to pass? Is it, do you find that it's a simple exercise? Like, tell me about how it is.
Normally takes quite a while.
Okay, alrighty.
Yeah, takes a long time.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to be patient.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Have a bit of time on my hands.
Sure, sure. No blood or mucus though?
Not that I've
No?
ever
Not that you've noticed?
noticed.
Okay, so just have a little look here. We're going to just have a little look at your stress levels. How would you rate your current stress level? We go from no stress to moderate to super stressed.
Probably around that 7 to 8 at the
Okay.
moment, I'd say.
Yeah,
I'm getting
yeah.
up there.
Okay, okay. So you've got a few things going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty. So sleeping habits. What time do you generally go to bed, Miss Helen?
Probably about 10:30ish.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Would that be most nights?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
tend to have a fairly normal routine of every day. Weekends can be a little bit different, but
Okay.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah. Routine's good for sleeping, that's for sure.
yeah.
So what time do you wake up then?
Oh, about 6.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So that is getting sort of 8 hours around most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fall asleep fairly quickly when you go to bed?
Probably depends on how much I've had going on in the
Mhm.
day, really.
Okay,
Some days lie there for a bit.
yeah, yeah. Thinking about life.
Yep.
Alright, so they are so consistent. Okay, so let's think about then the quality of your sleep. We're going to go from inadequate, so it's
Mhm.
like quite poor, you wake up several times, to waking up really well rested, somewhere in that 1 to 10 zone. What do you think? How would you rate your sleep
Probably
quality?
at the moment, somewhere sort of 4 to 5, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Sort of not excellent, but certainly not awake all the time.
Okay.
So
Okay, alright. Is that because you're thinking about things? Is that because... Tell me about why you think that might be.
There's a possum in the roof.
Yep.
And it's waking me up. Just started.
Possums! Man, I haven't heard that one today. Okay.
So that wakes
Yeah.
me up, and then I wake up, and then I have trouble getting
Yeah,
back to sleep
Of course.
because there's a lot going on.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
that's probably, or if I need to go to the
Yeah.
toilet,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
anything that disturbs. I think I'm sleeping okay until I'm disturbed, and then I'm
And then you're awake.
awake
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have trouble getting back to sleep.
yeah. So that's that interruption.
Yeah.
Sure, sure. Okay, that's great. All right, now I'm just going to take a quick look at this food diary that you've brought in.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're a creature of habit, my
Very
friend.
much.
Alrighty, so vanilla yogurt, handful of nuts. Yeah. A cappuccino each morning for your morning tea, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Is that mostly at work?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Alrighty, we've got a variety of different sandwiches and things. Are you buying those or are you making those?
Mainly buying them.
Buying? Yeah,
Should be making them, but
yeah. It's easy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Time. Okay. Afternoon tea. It looks like that's when you're exercising your sweet tooth.
Mhm.
Yep. So whether it's, I mean, a banana's great. You know, a banana's fantastic. You've got, you know, a couple of times having sweet biscuits and things like that. and sometimes you have nothing. So that's kind of interesting in itself. Sometimes that follows a bigger lunch, or sometimes that can lead people to feeling a little hungrier when it gets to dinner time. So let's just keep looking.
Yeah.
So there's quite a variety of dinners. Yeah, some takeaway, some at home I can see.
Yeah.
And just taking a quick glance at those afternoons that you've had nothing for afternoon tea, they're definitely the bigger meals that seem to be following at dinner time. So that makes sense.
Yep.
That makes complete sense. Hi, Mum. Fantastic. Alrighty. So I'm videoing something right now. Go away. Okay. For supper, we have nothing early in the week, and then we've got some ice cream and chocolate type stuff later on. Can you tell me about the after dinner stuff?
Just feel like
Just
sometimes.
Okay, that's great. It feels like early in the week. Do you feel like you start your week on a Monday?
Yeah, I probably have more strength of will early in the week, and as I get through the week and it gets tighter and harder and sweeter.
Listen, that is just ridiculously common, so I can appreciate that. I think most people like, a little sweet something often, and I think it's interesting that your resolve is so strong on a Monday that it hangs on to Wednesday. I think that's good.
Apart.
That's okay. We just need to find some more healthy options for those times. That's all that is.
Yep.
Okay, that's something we can overcome. All right.
It's interesting to see the patterns.
Yes. Yes. Okay, and you've got those cups of tea and the water and those wines that we've got written there as well. So I'm really pleased that you were able to discover something about yourself and see that those things were there. It's a good lesson in self-discovery. Okay, so we're going to take that one and put it to the side just for the moment, because that's given me a really good snapshot about the kinds of foods that you like.
Yep.
And it means that the 7-day meal plan that I'm going to get you to take home with you today can reflect some of those tastes, so it's not too far from what you're currently doing. Abrupt changes are very difficult to sustain, and I want you to like it. You want to be able to do this for a while, make it sustainable.
Yep.
So let's put that to the side. Okay, so, all right, Miss Helen. So thinking about the different things that you've told me, just to confirm, at the start we were talking about the bloating that you get after meals sometimes. That's moderate, would you say? Yeah. Lasts, how long would you say it lasts?
Probably only a couple of hours, maybe. Up to maybe, I don't know, 4 hours.
Okay,
3
that's
or 4
a while.
hours.
Yeah. Does it have any other effect on you apart from that discomfort?
When I'm trying to work, I find it hard to probably focus and make decisions because it's it's uncomfortable. Whether that's more than that, I don't know, but it's
So it
a
kind
little
of
bit
takes
distracting.
Yeah. Okay. So it kind of pushes itself to the front of your mind. It sounds like from what you're saying. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, what a pain.
Yeah,
All right.
literally.
All right. Severe headaches on the weekends.
Yep.
Tell me more about that.
I've had bad headaches for a while. Can last up to a day.
Okay.
Depending on how bad it is.
Yeah.
Not,
so what
not
would
good.
you say the intensity then is, describing it as severe?
Yeah, severe.
Yeah? Okay.
High, hard, terrible.
Okay.
Yep.
Life altering.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Can't function.
Yeah. Is is there a pattern to them? Have you established a pattern for yourself?
Probably. Not sure. Whether chocolate is part of the problem.
Okay.
Not that I want to admit that, because I like chocolate.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Haven't really been able to pinpoint anything.
Okay.
So.
That's probably something that we can look at moving forward. Yeah. I think of the two conditions that you've been talking to me about today. Obviously the bloating is uncomfortable, but it doesn't seem to be life altering. It's something that we can probably work on an ongoing basis and try to establish causes, and to try to alleviate anything or eliminate anything that is going to cause you further discomfort. I really do think it's probably a good idea to go see your GP about the severe headaches, especially because you're losing a lot of your weekend from them. So that's a real shame. That's missing out on things that you can feel included with your family.
Yep.
And I imagine it puts some stress on getting all the things done that you would like to get done, and it makes your week then more stressful as you're going.
Yep.
So I think that's something that I should definitely refer you to your GP about. Is it some time since you've been to see him? Yeah. Or her? Yeah. Because at 50 there's often a lot of underlying conditions that may be identified by him, and it's just great to get a good checkup anyway and just make sure that hormone levels are great, you've got enough iron still going on, all that sort of stuff, to make sure that stress levels are under control, and that way I will be able to help you the best that I can. Okay, so if he establishes that you actually have intolerances to things and that's what's causing them, then we can work on a meal plan that eliminates all of those things.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's right. And leads you to better health status altogether. So, that's an important thing. You don't need to be uncomfortable, you don't need to be unwell. So, especially if we can make lifestyle changes to suit that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's good.
So let's do that one. I'll give that. I'll email him directly.
Right.
We've already got those contact details. Okay. So my recommendations to you, just to wrap up, to firstly gain the fitness and alleviate some stress levels, would be to attend the gym. For a yoga class or two, give it a go to quiet your mind, and to keep walking. I think you said earlier, walking the dog. Maybe. Yeah. I'm sure you mentioned him earlier. So if you have that possibility to walk the dog on the weekends for 30 minutes, possibly an aerobics class or something like that that's going to lift your heart rate, so that we can start to establish a fitness level that we can move up from.
Okay.
I'll get the girls to give you a timetable of classes so that we can make some appointments for you to attend those. And I'll also, Helen, I think book you a complimentary personal training session, so that one of our trainers can professionally look at you, work out how we can strengthen those areas to get you ready for your skiing holiday. Okay.
Excellent.
So let's just have a little look at that. From what you're saying, you've got a whole lot of tasks at home, quite apart from your work life. Is there anyone you could delegate those to, even if it was 2 or 3 of them?
The teenagers could do more.
The teenagers could do more? Okay. So
They could.
I'm going to highly recommend that you ditch a couple of things and let them do it. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Let go of the control.
Let go of the control. And take some time to relax at the end of the day. It doesn't necessarily need to be accompanied by bubbles each time. It can just be your own space. you know, and see how that goes for you. The dietary plan of action, I'm going to think would be really helpful for you, would be to diarise your food intake over the next couple of weeks, to increase your water. I think we talked about that there's only 1 or 2 glasses happening at the moment, so if we can increase that to 4 as an initial step, I think that would be fantastic.
Okay.
Do you think that would be doable?
I could probably get rid of a cup of tea and have just water. I
Okay,
can't have the tea instead.
It is a little bit of a diuretic, so whilst you are taking in a lot of fluid, diuretic means that it takes the fluid from your body as opposed to hydrating you. Yeah.
Okay.
So even if we swapped out 2 of those cups of tea for 2 glasses of water, I really think that you would feel a little bit of a difference.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And decreasing these bubbles. I know it's going to be a big step.
Okay.
How do you feel about reducing them from 3 a night to 1 to 2 a night?
Yeah,
Just a
probably
small reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, like I say, didn't realise I was having as much as I was, as regularly as I was. So I need to probably do that.
So
anyway.
you feel that's an okay.
Yes.
Okay, it's a big step in the right direction for your health.
Okay. Yes, can do that. Let's do that.
All right, so we've got the meal plan for you downstairs. We've got, I've also got a copy of the Australian Healthy Food Guide for you, just to have a browse, and I'd like you to bring that with you when you come back so that we can identify some different flavours and things like that you find appealing, so that when I write the next meal plan for you, I can establish some of those things, include some of those things in it for you. Yep. Okay, so I'll get the referral for you. I'll send it directly to your doctor. We're going to have a follow-up consultation in about 2 weeks' time. How do you feel about that?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. So you want me to go to the doctor before then?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes. So if you can go and see him in the next couple of days.
Yep.
If he does feel like you need to go for any tests or anything like that, that will give us time to have the results of those for a start. It'll also give you time to establish these great water drinking habits that are coming.
Yep.
And to feel the effect of delegating these few tasks to the teenagers. Okay. So we're just going to give it that amount of time because I really want to see how you're going and know that you are comfortable with implementing these changes. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me, or you can call the club directly and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay? So the support is there. All right? So it's a big step. It's really great to see you here.
Thank you.
It's a really big step. So that appointment in 2 weeks' time, we'll make it at the same time, same place. Will that suit you?
Yeah, that should be fine. It works for me today, so that's good.
Excellent. Okay. And do you have any other questions for today?
No, I think you've covered everything pretty well. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic.
A lot to take in, but
yeah.
have a look over everything and have some questions.